This is the Truth Be Told with myself, T Baby. I am live KUAW Radio. If you have a business or event that you'd like sponsor here on KUAW Radio, make sure to shoot us an email at kuaw985@gmail.com. We are live on Facebook. If y'all see me on Instagram, hey, if you want to watch me live on Facebook, make sure to hop over to our Facebook page, KUAW Radio. Make sure to like, share, subscribe with all your family and friends so that they can tap in with the content that we have here on KUAW Radio. We are always available 24/7 via the World Wide Web, www.kuaw.org. All our social medias, KUAW Radio, so Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, anything you can think of, YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe to our pages. So I got a good show for y'all today, and I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna go into anything that was happening over all this drama and this negativity and this hatred and all the stuff that y'all know has went on this past weekend or whatever. I'm not even gonna get into none of that. I might get into it a little bit next week, but today I want to talk about your chakra system. So you guys know that this is the Truth Be Told, and I talk all the time about the universal laws. Now here's the thing. I know a lot of people say, oh, meditation, that's not God, or the chakras, that's not God, or astrology, that's not God, or all these type of different things. OMGs, big years, hey, all these type of things that, they like to say is not of God. But let me tell you this, God is not this fantasy that's in the air pulling strings and like you're just destined and whatever happens is gonna happen and all this other kind of stuff like that. He has set us up with tools to ensure that when we're on this plane of manifest, that we know how to maneuver energy on this plane of manifest. Really, people talk about what is the purpose of, talk about like their life purpose and things like that. All humans' purpose is to maneuver and manipulate energy on this plane of manifest. Think about it. Everything that you do is some type of energy control to that you have manifested either through your thoughts, through your physical hands, or anything like that, right? So we have all these tools, and even if you don't want to associate, right, even if you don't want to associate meditation or your chakra system or any of those type of things like that, with God, okay? Even if you don't want to associate those things with God, you don't have to, because it's energy. And if you know that you are made of energy, as long as you got this energy, this life, your brain is able to communicate to your hand and wave it that way and wave it this way, all types of things like that. That is energy. That is manipulating energy, the energy within you. Now, we also, another thing that we put out of our mind, all these what do I want to call it, Eastern medical philosophies, or just thinking philosophies, period, because Western philosophy or Western medicine, aka Europeans, let's just put it out there, big pharmacy, all these type of things, they'd rather for you to take medication or to dose you up with medication or things like that to help you maneuver through the things that are happening in your body, instead of telling you that you were wonderfully made to be able to pull yourself out of anything, or to be able to get yourself out of anything, even sickness, even healing yourself, all these type of things. We have been given systems to plug into these things and to control these things to make sure that we are in the best position that we can be in. But also, these things are not taught. Again, we talk about universal laws. The chakra system and the energy system and all these type of things go into universal laws. All these energies tie in together. So when you take that part of knowledge, or when you take that education out of it, you are missing a big part of who you are. Like a lot of people, a lot of things. I'm not gonna say a lot of things. Almost in every religion, right? And I picked this out because when you gotta have discernment, right? And there's a little of truth in everything that we read, or you know what I'm saying, in all these religions and things like that. There's a little truth in all this. And you guys comment, let me know what you think and how you feel and everything as we're going along. I'm reading the comments. Let me make sure I can see them on Facebook. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I could. Let me see. Let me put the phone right here. Okay, yeah. So, yes, I'm reading comments, everything like that. So make sure y'all talk back with me. I lost my train of thought. See, I always do that. Yeah, so these things, are not, amongst across all religions, you know what I'm saying? You got a little bit of truth in all these things or whatever, right? So one of the things that I want to say, or one of these things is know thyself. And see, y'all hear me say this all the time because you get a lot of people and a lot of different things that tell you know thyself, know thyself. But what does it really mean to know thyself? You know what I'm saying? What does that really mean? We're not saying to know your personality. You got to know those things too. You got to know your triggers. You got to know your personalities, all these things, all these emotional things. Yes, you got to know the things, your emotional triggers and all this other kind of stuff. However, more than that, you have to know how your human body is made, how wonderfully made the human body is, and what sets us apart from every other living thing on this earth. You know, so you got to understand how that is and not just being aware of it. Yeah, you can have the knowledge of it, but you got to know how to understand it, so how to apply it, so that you know how to apply the understanding that you have of these systems that's in your body, just like your nervous system, your immune system, like all these systems that you have in your body. Your chakra system is just another one of it, right? Another one of them. But it's important because it controls a lot. It's almost everything about our body. The chakra system is like the spiritual control realm, like our control room or panel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that. It's I don't tell you exactly what it is because I have. So I'm gonna kind of get into it or whatever. I hope y'all can see this paper. The paper not gonna show. Okay, so the paper not gonna show. Sorry, sorry. Thought I could do it. It ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it a little bit, but once they realize the color, it blocks it out. But I was just wanting to show you what an actual a concept of what a chakra is. So that I guess that will be the first thing that we need to go into. And I'm sorry, I got these papers here, baby, because I actually. Oh, for real? Man, I want to cancel my whole show. And do it over. Okay, so I know that for next time. Okay, so the first thing about it is a chakra. Like, what is the word chakra? You know, where does it come from? What does it mean? And things like that. So the word chakra is derived from the Sanskrit word meaning wheel. Literally translate from the Hindu, it means wheel of spinning energy. That's all a chakra is. A chakra is like a whirling vertex like powerhouse of energy within our bodies. You have 7 major chakras, but you have many more minor chakras. Like you hear people talk about the chakra system and they're only talking about like the major 7, but you have many more than that inside of you as well. So it's good to kind of understand all of them and the points of where they are in your body as well. But for the sake of time and the sake of this show and the sake of who we're talking, the audience that we're talking to, I'm just going to talk about the major 7. And hopefully it will influence you or spark you to go do further research on your own research and maybe you can find out some of the other ones. But 7 and that's a whole nother thing too. And I don't know if I'm gonna have time to go all into that because it does have a part in it as well, but you gotta understand what the number 7 means. So if you're taking notes, are you listening to this? Are you listening to this back? Just in your mind, have that number 7 too. Make sure that you understand the 7 and how where it comes from with the word completion. Even in whatever religion you are in, you also can go look into the 7 creative spirits of Allah. And the Bible, I believe they call them Elohim or 7 creative spirits of something. I don't know. Y'all know I don't know it that well. I know what it says in the Quran and things like that. But however, whatever your preference is, just go look it up. You know what I'm saying? Just go look up the number 7 and how many times it appears, what it's meant, how the meaning behind it, everything like that, and you'll understand how all this ties in together with the 7 chakras as well. That number 7 is important. You have 7 major chakras. Each of the 7 chakras are governed by spiritual laws, principles of consciousness that we can use to collectively greater harmony, happiness, and well-being in our lives in the world, in the plane of manifest. So remember, I told you that these chakras are these vortexes of energy that ties the plane of manifest to the plane of soul, right? So you gotta understand what or to the plane of soul. So when these are the type of things that how it connects and how you use the plane of soul, because these things work simultaneously and you can be thrown off. And we're gonna talk about some of the traumas that can have blockage in your chakras. And see, when you have blockage in these vortexes of energy, imagine having a wheel and then you stick something in it and it's blocked, it can't spin anymore. It's thrown off. It's not moving the way it's supposed to move. Energy moves. Everything about energy, anytime you look at energy, it is movement. Everything about energy is movement. So if you have blocked energy in any of your chakras, it ties into your physical world. And I'm going to let y'all know how. So let's keep it going. Again, I know this is going to be a lot. So I encourage y'all to go back, rewatch, save this video, watch for your watch later tabs, go back, take notes, get your notepad, take notes, whatever you need to do, because it's gonna be a lot of information because I gotta cram it into an hour and I might not even get done, but I'm gonna try. I'm cramming it into an hour, but I really want you guys to understand this, because this is how these type of understandings is how we're gonna start overcoming all these things that are happening in America. All this negativity, this is how you're going to balance yourself out. This is how you're going to make sure you stay on a higher vibration, because that all goes into the law of attraction and what you attract in your life and what you create in your life, because you are the creator. You are you're not the major creator, but you're the creator of your reality. You control your thoughts, you control your choices, you control your feelings, you control all this unless someone else is controlling it for you. That's the part of being conscious and unconscious. That's the part of being knowing yourself and know thyself. That's what that means. So these balls of energy, they're literally spinning wheels of energy that's supposed to have movements. Okay. So we talk about meditative balance. So meditation is one of, hold on, I'm missing something. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So meditation is okay. So meditation is part of this, right? Meditation is a big part of your chakra system, and it has a lot to do with your chakras because it has a lot to do with balancing your chakras, right? So real quick, if you're into meditation, and I might have to do a whole nother segment over meditation. So I think I'm gonna put that to the side because it's a lot into meditation as well. But if you know about meditation, if you look up meditation, believe in meditation. Meditation is a big key when it comes to the chakras, because you can meditate, and once you know that you're looking for a spinning ball of energy, right? You can just close your eyes and you can breathe. And if you're wanting to like ask yourself, basically how balanced and unbalanced your chakra is. So I didn't believe this until I used to try it, okay? Until I used to do it. But or I started doing it. But you can meditate and you can focus on a chakra, right? And so you know how sometimes when your eyes is closed, you think it's black, but it's not really black. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like you see, like if I close my eyes right now, I kind of see like a reddish color, really because it's the light in front of me bouncing off of my eyelids. You know what I'm saying? Type thing like that. But if I was to go into a meditative state, if you could associate the colors of the chakras, and you will actually be able to see this spinning wheel. If you don't believe me, just try it. You know what I'm saying? And you will be able to see if it's spinning clockwise, if it's spinning counterclockwise, if it's spinning slow, if it's spinning fast, like all these type of things. If it's just a normal rotation, you'll be able to understand these balances and things like that. That is a way. I mean, it's not that hard, but it takes concentration, and it takes real key of understanding of meditation. But however, it's one way to get your chakras in balance and things like that.
We're
Okay,
rapping.
so
Get
mind
it?
you, we were talking about these chakras, your chakras being these vortexes through the plane of manifest, right? So your material world chakras. So we got 7 chakras. So you got material world chakras. Your first chakra, which is your root chakra, it's material and physical world, and I'm gonna tell you why. Everything from elements and everything like that is gonna be the same thing or whatever. I'm gonna have to keep track of the time so I know when I gotta take a break. Okay. And so then your second chakra, the sacral is creation, work, relationships, emotions, right? Your third chakra, which is your solar plex chakra, is located like right above your belly button. Your solar plex, self-empowerment, mind, personality, right? So all these things are the material world. This is the plane of manifest. Those are those three chakras that if you're unbalanced in these ways, and we're gonna talk about it, right? But if you're unbalanced in these things, we're gonna talk about the trauma that happens with them. We're gonna break them down individually. So then you got the spiritual ascension. So you got the fourth chakra, which is your heart chakra, which is love, compassion, and forgiveness. You have the fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra, which is will and self-expression. Then you have your sixth chakra, which is your third eye chakra, intuition, insight, wisdom. Then you have your seventh chakra, which is your crown chakra, which is spirituality, right? So you see the ascension, that it has as it goes up these chakras that start down in the root of your growing, which is the root chakra. Then you go up into your midsection, kind of between your belly button, right below that, your sacra. Normally where your reproductive organs are, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, like your belly button, your heart chakra is right there in the middle of your chest, your throat chakra is right here, your third eye, and your crown, right? It goes up. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's break them down. I got about 15 minutes, so I'm probably going to be able to do the first two. So we're going to start with the root chakra, right? So the root chakra, again, is material and physical world, right? So then the element of it is earth, which of course, why wouldn't it be? It's the root chakra, okay? Earth. I'm not gonna say the real name of it. It's I'm not good at them, but it's like Mula Hara. It's the Hindu name of it. You guys can look it up. The purpose is foundation. Now, this is important for you to know because you need to know the understanding of what these chakras control and things like that or whatever. So, foundation. So issues, roots, grounding, nourishment, trust, health, home, family, prosperity, appropriate boundaries. These things are all housed in the root chakra. These are the issues that you can have with the root chakra or whatever. Again, you guys comment, let me know if you're feeling this, what you want to know, if you got questions, if you want to know a certain thing about a chakra, just drop it in the comments. I'm looking at them. So the color is red, the location is the base of the spine, the identity is physical, the orientation is self-preservation, and the demon is fear. Material and physical world. Fear is the demon of the root chakra. So the development stages is the second trimester to 12 months. Now, this is important as well. You have to know the development of these chakras because to understand how you are raising your children. This is going to help with how you raise your children, understanding the chakra system. It could help you raise your children because you know the developmental stages of when these chakras are actually developing. So you don't want to cause these things that would cause trauma to these chakras just coming up, because another thing about it is the things that cause trauma and abuses to these chakras that cause blockage that you grow up with, and you may not even know where it came from or where it stemmed from or anything like that. So that's important to know the developmental stage. That's that Scorpio intuition. So you have to understand the developmental of these chakra stages of these chakras. So developmental tasks, physical growth, motor skills, objective premises, basic rights to be here and to have. So balanced characteristics. Now, when you have a balanced root chakra, okay, you're going to be in good health. You're going to have good vitality. You're going to be well grounded. You're going to be comfortable in your body. You're going to have a sense of trust in the world. You're going to be feeling safe and secure. You're going to have the ability to relax and be still. You're going to have stability. You're going to have prosperity. You're going to have the right livelihood, right? So if any of those things are off in your life, you need to look at your root chakra. You need to look at doing some developmental things into your root chakra, into balancing your root chakra, so you can identify the things that are going on in your life right now and tie them to a chakra, and to go and learn how to balance out that chakra and learn how to heal that trauma to better affect the life that you have today. This is what it means to heal yourself. This is what it means to heal past traumas. This is where you have to balance yourself out to make yourself completely over. We talk about relationships, baby. I don't want nobody with no blocked chakra system. I can't do nothing with you. You know what I'm saying? These are things that we have to fix. These are things to become better people, to become better human beings for the sake of humanity. These are things that we have to fix, but first we got to be aware of it. So let's keep going, because I know, I'm getting heated. Y'all know I ain't going to be able to get none of this. This show's going to be 3 weeks. No, but, okay, so traumas and abuses that can cause blockage in your root chakra. Birth trauma. Let's just start there. For instance, my sister just had a C-section, right? Well, there's a reason that a baby is supposed to pass through the birth canal. And I'm just now learning this. I'm glad that I have people that had babies before me, before I actually had babies, so I know, you know, coming up. But when you have a C-section, your child is missing the things that it needs, the alignment that it needs to come, that it gets by coming through the birth canal. Right? That's birth trauma. If you gotta have a C-section, they gotta get clamped and pull the baby out. That's birth trauma. If the baby has to get incubated or any of those type of things, that is birth trauma. You gotta learn how to heal that for your child. I didn't know that babies could have chiropractor appointments, especially when they C-section babies, because their spine has to be aligned of what they missed from coming through the birth canal. You're supposed to fix that for your child, but do the doctors tell you that? The doctors don't tell you that when you have a C-section, especially us. They're not telling us that. You know what I'm saying? And who they mostly giving C-section to? They be ready to schedule C-section for us. So, oh, you gonna have high blood pressure, you need a C-section. Schedule it before you do date, everything. You know what I'm saying? And it gets them more money. Birth trauma. Boom, right there. Blockage to the root canal. Abandonment, physical neglect. Poor physical bonding with the mother, malnourishment, feeding difficulties. Now, let's just pause right there, which is those little bit of traumas, right? And we think about this abortion law that they're trying to change. Do you know how many? That's what I meant by saying. That's what I meant by saying. We don't need to pain meds are also birth trauma as well. Pain meds, epidural, all that. They tell you that you need all that. But they have these abortions, and that's what I was saying when I was talking about the abortion laws and everything like that. Why make a child come into the world feeling unwanted? Because if a mother does not want a child, her being forced to have a child is not going to make her have those motherly bonding skills. It's not going to make her make that baby feel abandoned, because she's not giving it the love or nourishment that it needs when it first comes out the womb that's attached to the mother, because she got postpartum because she didn't even want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? It's those are the type of things they forcing people to come into the world with trauma just by what they're doing with the forcing part of it. Like all these type of things, we don't think about this. Anyway, let's move on. I ain't gonna make it through the first one. And so then it says minor illness or surgeries, physical abuse, violent environment, anemia abuse, inherited traumas, parent survival fears, Holocaust survivors, war abortions, poverty conditions. Your parents' survival fears can cause trauma, inherited trauma on a child. You can come into the world with your root chakra messed up just because of the stress that your mom went through when carrying you. That's why it's important for who to choose wisely who your child father is, so that he's not causing you extra stress during your pregnancy. Man, you bring okay. So the deficiency the deficiency means when your chakras is spinning slower than balance. So the deficiency is when it's out of balance, but it's on the side of where it's slowing down, like it's moving slowly. So that's a disconnect from the body, notable underweight, fear, anxious, restlessness, can't settle, poor focus, discipline, financial difficulties, poor boundaries, chronic disorganization. If any of these things resonate with you, you need to do a chakra balancing. You need to do a root chakra balancing. So excess, that means if it's spinning too fast, obesity, overeating, hoarding, material fixation, greed, sluggishness, laziness, tired, fear of change, addiction to security, rigid boundaries. Some of the physical malfunctions. Now, mind you, I said this is how your spiritual is connected with your physical, because these are your spiritual energy vortexes that are housed inside your physical. So, of course, if they are off balance or not working right, it's going to cause some physical issues. Disorders of bowel, anus, large intestines, disorder of solid parts of the body, bones, teeth, issue with your legs, your feet, your knees, your spine, your butt, eating disorders, frequent illnesses, if you get sick easily. Now, healing strategies, reconnect with the body, exercise, yoga, stretching, nature, those type of things, physical activity, swimming, things like that. Lots of touching, massaging, you know what I'm saying? Going to get massages, bioenergetic grounding with the earth. If y'all don't know what grounding is, look it up. All you gotta do is walk outside with no shoes on. I live in Houston, baby. I'm going to the beach. I love going to the beach, walking barefoot, grounding in the sand, my feet in the water, the ocean waves, the salt in the ocean, all those type of things, getting in tune with the earth and letting your body and the earth connect to do what they're made to do. Okay? Yoga, look at early childhood relationship with your mother. Reclaim right to be here. So you have to physically and you have to mentally, consciously, when you notice some of these things in your life, and we're talking about, you notice that you went through some of these traumas, and you know you got some of these deficiencies, and you know you're living in access to some of those things that we named, then you have to understand that this is a chakra that you need to spend some time healing. You might want to spend some time healing all your chakras, just to make sure all of them in balance. You feel me? So real quick before I go on break, I knew one chakra was gonna take a whole half. This show's gonna be forever. I just hope this is interesting to y'all and that y'all tune in and that y'all really learning something. But so just some affirmations if this is something that you're struggling with, or it's something that you feel like this is something that you need to heal. So get your pen and paper, okay? If I was talking to you with any of those things that we read about, that get your pen and paper. It is safe for me to be here. The earth supports me and meets my needs. I love my body and I trust its wisdom. I trust its wisdom. I am immersed in abundance. I am here and I am real. One more time. It is safe for me to be here. The earth supports me and meets my needs. I love my body and trust its wisdom. I am immersed in abundance. I am here and I am real. Okay. So again, that was the root chakra. That is the base chakra. It is located in the base of your spine. It is related to the material world and the physical world. Real quick, let me see what I got on here. So the key word is acceptance. The element is earth. The sense is smell. The feeling is feeling safe and secure. So I forgot to tie these into your senses and stuff too, so you will know. All these things are tied into together. I am grounded and supported in all areas of my life. I feel worthy of abundance. Ooh, that's a good one. I am grounded and supported in all areas of my life. I feel worthy of abundance. How many of y'all can say y'all feel worthy of abundance? Think about that. Mr. Walker, it's time for me to take a break. Sorry. But think about that. You know what I'm saying? How many of you guys feel worthy and abundant? I don't want to give too much. I don't want to go into the second half because, like I said, it's time for me to take a break. I see they in the studio doing something, it looks like, or whatever. But I can't start no whole nother one because I'm going to need about a good another 15 minutes to go into it. Let's see. Let me see. Its color is red. It's located in the cranium, the base of your spine. Its chakra to closest to the earth. Its function is concerned with earthly grounding and physical survival. The chakra is associated with your legs, feet, bones, large attention to the adrenaline glands. It controls your flight response. That's another one. It controls your flight or your fight or flight response, okay? Blockage may manifest as paranoia, fear, procrastination, and defensiveness. Again, blockage shows up. Paranoia. If you feel paranoid in your life or anything like that, you might have some blockage in your root chakra. If you, okay, so apparently they can't hear me in the studio. Okay, here you go. Okay, if you fear or find yourself procrastinating a lot, or you get defensive a lot. Okay, well, if you get defensive a lot, then you might have some blockage in your root chakra. But it's time for me to take a break, and then we're gonna come back and get into the second chakra. I hope you guys take this time to like, share this video, get all your family and friends on, because hopefully it's some good information, and we can continue on. So bear with me, and I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know what happened. All right, okay, and we are back. I appreciate you guys taking the time or let our get our sponsorships out the way. Basically, like I say, pay some bills. But again, if you have a business or an event that you'd like sponsored here on KUAW, make sure to send us an email at kuaw985@gmail.com. We are Kansas City's global community radio station. That is global community radio station. So no matter where you are in the world, let us help you. Help us help you. Again, we are a listener sponsor station, so we appreciate all the love donations that you guys pour into us via our website or any other way of donating that we have, our Facebook campaigns and things like that. So appreciate you guys for that. And so now let's get back into it because hopefully I get through more than one chakra this has. Hopefully I get through two at least. Okay, so the second chakra, which is one of my favorite chakras as a Scorpio, I'm not even gonna lie. Okay. No, it's not. Okay, so so the sacral chakra is creation, work, relationships, and emotions. So you can understand as a Scorpio and why this would be one of my favorite chakras. Okay. So the key word for this chakra is sweetness. Hey. The element is water. Yeah. The sense is taste. Oh my God. Okay, let me quit. And the feeling is delight. All right. So keyword, sweetness, element, water, sense, taste, feeling, delight. Its color is orange. It is located between the base of your spine and your navel. It is associated with your lower abdomen, your kidneys, your bladder, your circulatory system, and your reproductive organs and glands. It is connected with emotion. Okay, this chakra represents desire, pleasure, sexuality, procreation, creativity. A blockage in your sacral chakra may manifest as emotional problems, compulsive or excessive behavior, and sexual guilt. We'll get into the affirmation at the end, okay? But let's go into this. So the water element, can't say the name of it. Swando Hitana. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna quit trying to say those names of them. Y'all gonna have to look them up yourself. The purpose is movement and connection. The issues that come with it is movement, sensation, emotion, sexuality, desire, need, and pleasure. Again, the color is orange. It's located in your lower abdomen. It's called the sacral plex. Identity is physical world. Again, this physical world. The orientation is self-gratification. Okay, self-gratification. The demon is guilt. The developmental stage is 6 to 24 months. Okay. Developmental task is sensation, exploration, or sensated exploration of the world and local motion. So, I don't know how to say this, but it's mostly like between the ages where children are moving around a lot, learning how to crawl everywhere, just everywhere. And exploring the world. They want to put everything in their mouth. They want to taste everything, right? You know what I'm saying? So y'all see how this stuff tying together? See, a lot of people, when y'all hear me say, "Oh, it's my favorite," I'm talking, the Scorpio is, you're taking it to sexuality. It ties it to sex, even though this does have a lot to do with sex, but it's a lot of other things as well, especially when we're talking about in the developmental stages, when it comes to the development of these chakras and when they're developed in you as a human. So basically, we're talking about children. You know what I'm saying? So when it says the sensate of exploration of the world, right? So you don't have to whoop your children or spank them or all this other stuff or kind of get frustrated because they're putting everything in their mouth between the ages of 6 and 24 months, because you know that this is what's development and this is why this is happening. You see why the knowledge of this is there, how to help us become better parents and raise better human beings, right? This is why we need this knowledge. Anyway, the basic right is to feel and have pleasure. Whatever brings you pleasure, you have the right to that. Balanced characteristics, graceful movement, emotional intelligence, the ability to experience pleasure, nutrients of self and others, ability to change, and healthy boundaries. Yeah, so traumas and abuses that cause blockage early on, cause blockage in this chakra. Of course, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, volatile situations, neglect, closeness, rejection, denial of child's feeling states, lack of mirroring, enmeshment, emotional manipulation, overuse of playpen or restricting normal movement. So don't just stick your child in the playpen and let them be confined to this one little baby prison space or whatever, because you're restricting the movement and the development of this chakra. Again, see what we're talking about here? Religious or moral severity, anti-pleasure, forcing someone to go to church, forcing someone to go to the temple, forcing someone to go to the masjid, if that's not really what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't really have no choice in the matter. Physical abuse, alcoholic families, inherited disease issues from parents who have not worked out their own issues around sexuality, untreated incest cases, when you have like a lot of like rape victims and things like that, those type of things pass on. And although it's not your fault, you have to heal those things within yourself so that you have a balanced chakra. See, a lot of these traumas is not our own traumas. Some of these traumas are passed down to us through our parents. You know what I'm saying? So deficiency, again, deficiency, slow. It's moving slow. It's not enough of it. Rigid in the body and attitudes, frigidity, fear of sex, poor social skills, denial of pleasure, excessive boundaries, fear of change, lack of desire, passion, or excitement. If you don't have no passion, if you don't have no desire, if you don't have no excitement about life, period, you need to work on this chakra. You need to work on unbalancing or balancing out this chakra. You need to try to dwell into your mind or dive deep into your mind to see what happened that caused the blockage in this chakra so that you can heal that. This is healing yourself. I'm not going to say that again. I don't know what people think healing yourself is, but this is what healing yourself is, because this is how you do it. Excessive, that means it's going fast, it's moving fast. Again, we're talking about the second chakra, the sacral. Sexual acting out, sexual addiction, pleasure addiction, excessive strong emotions ruled by emotions, hysteria, bipolar mood swings, crisis junkies. And you know what? I'm probably gonna do a whole nother show segment probably at the end of this of what chakras tie to what disorders, because we got a lot of like depression, anxiety, bipolarness, all these type of things. When these things are really stored in these chakras. And so if you learn how to balance and heal these chakras, you can really balance and heal some of those things for yourself without having to go through medication. And I'm not saying skip out on therapy or anything like that, but you know, Big Pharma is not my favorite. Y'all know Big Pharma is not my favorite. So all these medications and stuff have all these different side effects and things like that, and they push it on you and things like that. So this is the way, this was the Eastern medicine way of healing things like that. They have you really sit down and think and heal yourself based on your chakras and the blockage and the balances that you have. So anyway, excessive sensitivity, emotionally, poor boundaries, invasion of others, seductive manipulation, emotional dependency, excessive attachment. Baby, I might need to do some balancing. I think I might need to do some balancing tonight. I'm glad I did. This show was for me, not for y'all. I'm not just playing. This was for me. I needed to hear this. Okay. Physical malfunction. So physical malfunctions of the sacral chakra comes in disorders of the reproductive organs, spleen, urinary system. So if you are a person that experiences like a lot of urinary tract infections, you might look into balancing your sacral chakra. You know what I'm saying? Menstrual difficulties, women, endometriosis, just what they say, like abnormal menstruation periods and things like that. Do some balancing of your sacral chakra. Sexual dysfunction, impotence, pre-ejaculation, frigidity, non-orgasmic, lower back pain, knee trouble, lack of flexibility, deadened sense or loss of appetite for food, sex, or life. Period. You know what I'm saying? You need to do some balancing with this chakra. So healing strategies, movement therapy, emotional release or containment as appropriate, inner child work, boundary work, 12-step programs for addictions, assign healthy pleasures, develop sensei intelligence. Okay. So affirmations. Okay, I am gonna get through at least 2 of them. So affirmations for this particular chakra. I deserve pleasure in my life. I absorb information from my feelings. I embrace and celebrate my sexuality. My sexuality is sacred. I move easily and effortlessly. Let me say it again. I move easily and effortlessly. I can't talk, yeah. Life is pleasurable. Okay, and then the affirmation that I have for this, which is I love. I am enjoying and appreciating the goodness of life, including my relationships. Okay? All right, so the third one. So we're going to get through the material world, and then we're going to talk about the spiritual virtues of the chakra. So the third one is your solar plex, okay? So your solar plex. Your solar plex is tied to self-empowerment, mind, and personality. Okay, the key word is self-respect, confidence. So, you know when they say, it's crazy because they say self-respect and confidence. So you know how they say, sing it with your gut. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember what love got to do with it? And he was like, sing it from your gut in a man. You know what I'm saying? I know that's not funny, but that's what it reminds me of, because he was talking about your solar plex. When they say you, even intuition, when they say you feel it in your stomach, like you feel it in your gut, like you know what it is, the discipline and all that type of stuff is tied up in your solar plex. Like, boy, self-empowerment, mind, and personality. Okay, this is the chakra. This is the chakra that is right before your spiritual ascension. This is right before your heart. So this is gonna really be your tie. You know how they say it's a thin line between love and hate? This is your thin line between between the material world and the spiritual ascension when it comes to the chakra system. That's your solar plex, right? So the key words: self-respect, confidence, discipline, element, fire, that burning feeling in that city. So you got that burning desire, your passion, all that type of stuff resonate in your gut. Yes. Okay, all that type of stuff resonates in your gut. So your sense is the sense of sight. Now, why would it be sight? When we're talking about self-empowerment, self-development, and things like that, right? But it's how you see yourself. You know Michael Jackson had that song, The Man in the Mirror? Yeah, it's how you see yourself. That's your self-development. That's your confidence. That's your self-respect. All that's housed in your solar plex. Okay? And then the feeling is courage. You know what? Courage, confidence. I got the courage. I feel good. When you got self-respect, when you got confidence, when you got discipline, self-discipline, and what it is, that your courage level is off the chain. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Why? Because you got respect for yourself. So you know whatever you're doing is respectful. You got confidence in yourself. So you know whatever you put your mind to, you can do. Like, this gives you a different type of swag, right? When your solar plex is balanced, baby, hop up out the bed, turn my swag on. Like, that's how you feel every morning, getting up when your solar plex is balanced, right? That's why it's important. So the color is yellow. It's located a few inches above the navel in the solar plex area. The chakra is concerned with your digestive system, your muscles, pancreas, adrenals. It is the seat of the emotional life. Feelings of personal power, laughter, joy, anger are all associated with this century. When they say laugh, you feel it in your stomach. Like, girl, you laugh so much your stomach hurt. I'm telling y'all, this is how you know. See, this is how you start to resonate with the truth. Okay? When you can tie some thought in it. You might want to put some time in it. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, that's the place for us. Okay? So don't let nobody discourage you talking about the development stage and everything. We gonna get to it because I gotta get through this last one. Oh, I only got 4 minutes. Okay, so your sensitivity, ambition, ability to achieve are stored here. Blockage, a sense of victimization. If you're always angry, if you're always frustrated, if it's always, oh, he hurt me, or, you know, if it's always me, why me, and you got that victim mindset, you need to do some healing with your solar plex. Because it's not always everybody else. Matter of fact, it's never nobody else. I always look for my own accountability in whatever situation, because what somebody else did or how somebody else said or felt, that had nothing to do with me. I can't control that. All I can control is my reaction, how I feel, what I do, how I let it affect me. I refuse to be a victim, and you should too. Okay? So I'm gonna read the affirmation later. Okay. Okay. So fire, transformation, energy, active, autonomy, individuality, will, self-esteem, proactivity, power. The color yellow, solar plex. Identity is the ego. Ego. Got a big ego. The orientation is self-definition. The demon is shame. Okay, the development stages is 18 months to 4 years old. And you can be developing this chakra in your child, is developing in your child to the age of 4. Okay, realization of separations, establishment of anatomy, autonomy, the basic rights to act and be individual. I'm not gonna finish this. So balance characteristics. Responsible, reliable, your balance, your effective will, good self-esteem, balanced ego, warmth and personality, confidence, spontaneous playfulness, sense of humor, appropriate self-discipline, sense of one's personal power, the ability to meet changes, traumas and abuses, shaming, authoritism. I don't know how to really say that, but y'all know somebody always dictating what you do or whatever. Volatile situation, domination of will, physical abuse, dangerous environment, fear of punishment, enmeshment, emotional manipulation, age inappropriate responsibilities. Don't make your oldest child babysit your youngest children. That's not their responsibility. Don't make your child grow up too fast, okay? Let them be a child. You are damaging your child when you do those type of things. Inherited shame from parents. A deficiency, when it's moving slow. Low energy, weak will, easily manipulated, poor self-discipline, and follow through. Low self-esteem, cold, emotional, physical, poor digestive system, collapse in the middle, attraction, stimulus, victim mentality, blaming of others, passive, unreliable, when it's moving too fast or excessively, overly aggressive, dominating, controlling, the need to be right or have the last word, manipulative or power hungry, the fish are deceitful, attraction to sedatus, temper tantrums, violent outbursts, stubbornness, driving ambition, type A personality, competitive, arrogant, hyperactivity. Okay, yes, I gotta stop right there. So I'm gonna pick up and we're gonna kind of revamp this next week when I start off or whatever. So I'm gonna say 2 more shows, Ms. Walker, okay? I'm gonna say this or whatever, and then we'll pick up kind of where we left off. So we'll do like a slight recap, we'll pick up when we left off. But you guys can always go back and rewatch this video to get any of them that you missed. Again, you didn't miss too much. We only on the 3rd one. So real quick, you are the children of one father, provided for by his care, and the breast of a mother have given you suck. Let the bonds of affection, therefore, unite with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in our Father's house. When you separate in the world, remember the relation that binds you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brothers in adversity, assist him. If thy sisters in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race. And his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. Peace.